So here's the project I already created, guys. All what it does is, you see, when I type, as I type, it keep on counting the characters of how many characters I already typed. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So it's showing me that I have already count 7. So we are going to do this project step by step. I hope you are ready. Let us not waste any time. Let's go straight to it. So you are my desktop and you say new and open a new folder. Let us call it a character counters. Okay, character count. It's a character count actually. So here's my new folder. Now I'm going to my Visual Studio, our HTML. Oh wow, it's open. Okay, there's a very interesting one project that I was working on here. It's called speech, but let me not be a spoiler because soon we're going to do this project together. I'm closing it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let us go here on file and say open folder. So we are looking the folder that we want, the folder that we created, which called let me show you, which is called a character counter. We created this project together. So let us open this folder. Okay, it's opened now. Okay, let me move my to be in center so you can see. I hope I'm not I hope you can see, guys. Okay, we go here, new file, open a new file and then type, let us call it an index. You can call it however, and make sure that it is .html. Okay, this is our, oh, I didn't say dot, I'm so sorry. Let me rename it. I type a comma by mistake. Okay, so here's our HTML. Go back here on a new file and let us make a style. Call this one a style.css. We know when we style our project or our whenever we style, we use a CSS. Let us add another one called for, let us call it home. This one is for JS, which is JavaScript. Okay, now we are done. Let us just close this part. We won't need it anymore because it's all displayed here. Let us go to index. First thing first, we want to do our HTML. So I suggest that you always start with an HTML. I'm not even suggesting, guys, we always start with HTML. Press shift and exclamation mark and then pick the first one and enter. So I'll make a video explaining everything happening here, but this is what you need for now. Let us, okay, if you don't have, okay, let me open it with a lifesaver. If you don't have a lifesaver, it's fine, guys. You can always go, let me show you, go to this folder we created. If you can go to this folder we created, you'll see that it's all there, and all you have to do is just go there and then right click. Okay, I'll show you now. Let me just minimize this because I'll use it later. Let me show you how it's done. This is let me minimize it, both of them. Okay, this is the folder we created. As you can see, it's already have that. So what we've been creating there. So if you don't have a lifesaver, just right click and then open with a Google Chrome. I always prefer Google Chrome because it's worked perfectly. So it's going to open to you too. Okay, let me close this and go back to our project. Okay, now with it. So on the title, we always going to rename it. Let us say it's a character counter app, and I'm so sorry about that, and then you save. Okay, if you can see here, it's written character counter app. So we are doing it perfectly. So let us link our, this is the first thing I always do, just type link and then pick this one. It's already written. So the reason I wrote style, because I don't want to edit or do it. If you wrote a different name here, you're going to rewrite that name here, so it can link and be able to sense which project is it's working to. So click enter and then say script, pick the second one. This is the nicest thing about VB, it's always tells you. So the name of this, it's home, so I'm going to type home, home dot, you see it comes out, and then Control S, which is save. Now we're starting our project. What we want in our project, let us open a div with the name container. Okay, now we are working, guys. In this div, let us give it a name. It's a character counter app developed, I'm just playing around, guys, developed by what my name, Le Zulu. You can also type your name, guys. Let me give it a space, Control S. If you can see here, you can see that it's updating the power of Lifesaver, guys. So already written my name. Okay, now we're at the spot. Okay, let us create a container. Do we need a container though? No, literally we just need a text area. So we don't need a name of it, don't need this. We need an ID. Let us call it a text area. We don't need columns and row, as we're going to create them ourselves. Okay, we need a placeholder, and let us call this placeholder type in your characters. I'm so sorry, guys, my spelling. Is it true that programmers don't know the spelling? Okay, let's give a maximum length of how many characters do you want us to. Let us make it to be on allowing 100 characters only. For now, you can always change that. Okay, so we have that. Control S. Let me see. You see, it is right here. It is working. So let us continue. Now what do we need next? We want a div of counters. Okay, well, the first div, let us make div within the div, guys. Let us make a div that we'll call a total characters. This one will be counting as the characters we entered. Let us have a span. This span, okay, this div will say total character. Let me make, okay, I was going to change it. Okay, it's fine. And then the span, let us give our span an ID. So let us say total. Let us give an ID of a total, and then let us give a name of this. Okay, let us just put a number. Let us just say 10. It's for us to see. Okay, you see, it is all here. Okay, hope you can see. I won't keep on annoying guys and do. Okay, you have to copy this because you're gonna need it. Shift Alt and then an arrow down. Okay, now we have a total of characters. I don't know what is going on. Okay, this one will say characters, remaining characters. Actually, remaining, we'll call it remaining characters. So let us say remaining, let us say remaining. I'm so sorry about that. Boom. And then let us change our div id with our span and call it remaining, and we can put hundreds for now. Okay, let us see if it is what we want. Okay, this is all we want, guys. Literally, this is all we need on our what is this, on our HTML. Now we are moving on to our, okay, let me close this. Now we are moving on to our CSS. We're going to start this place. Now stay tuned, guys. I'm not Zule, I'm Bule Zulu. Control S, save. Okay, now this is a corresponding. We said we're going to style. We are styling out this. Okay, first thing first, we want it to appear. Okay, let us just do it. Let me not be a talking body. Let us change the body to have a padding of 0. If you don't understand anything about HTML and CSS, just comment down below and the margin of, and I'm willing to explain it in whatever language you, and make it 0, guys. And let us make a height of 100 view head. Let us display flex. Justify the content so to be centered so it can move, and let us align our items center. Let us text align them first. Let us text align center. As you can see, everything is moving smoothly. Let us change the background color to be which color is better? Let me just say blue, because I'm blue. It looks so bad, guys. It's so bad. Let us pick yellow and yellow green. There you go. This was supposed to be a lemon, but I don't know, I'm colorblind. Okay, let us move on. We have changed everything about the body. Now we want our, okay, we name these a containers. Oh no, I'm sorry, we name it a container. So let us copy this, and it is a class. If it's a class, we use a dot. If it's an ID, then we're using an H tag. Let us paste our counter here. Let's just change the background color so we can see. Let us make it a salmon so we can see what are we working on. Okay, let us go here so that every font will be font family. Let us just use cursive. I think, yeah, this does look better. Okay, maybe something interesting. Let us not put it here. Let us use it in the counter so we can be able to change everything. But I think it's better here, so I'm sorry, guys. Let us use a font. Rather, I'll make a video teaching everything about CSS. For now, let us work on our project. Okay, the background is fine. What else do I want? Let me just display them to be a flex also, and flex direction to be column. Let us make it column. There you go. And let us justify the content to be center too, and let us align our items to be center, as you can see, and then align our text to be center. Okay, I think everything is working according. I don't know if I need to change anything. Okay, let me change my H1 to be a font size of 2 rand. Okay, it's fine. And font family, maybe let's make it cursive. There you go. And do I need to decorate this cap? No. Let us make a text size edges to be none actually. I think it is looking perfect. Let me show you. I think it is looking exactly, but we have to work on our text area. So our text area, it's have an ID called text area. Let's copy that and then go back to our styling and say hashtag. We said if you're using hashtag, so let us give it a size. Let me put display everything right where it should be. Okay, let me give it a size of a height. Let us start with the height. I'm just guessing, guys. You have to work around a height of 89 pixel. Let us see how it's look. I think it's perfect for me. Okay, maybe let us say 101. 101. Okay, and let us give it a width of a 180 pixel. No, that is too small, so let us make it 380. There you go. See, now we're talking, because we say to the maximum of 100. I think this is fine. And if let us, I think it's fine like this. We can always do whatever. For now, the most important thing is for us to make sure that it's working, but you can always do whatever you want. And if you want to target a placeholder, maybe one of these, you can just say copy this and copy, which, okay, I'm so and then you paste it here, and then we say place holder. Okay, if you want to change the font weight, let us make it bold maybe. See, as you can see, there are changes in our, and then if you wanna a font family to be let us say, no, it's fine with the one we've given it. See, it's changes. Let us what else we can do? The font size, to be 20 pixels. As you can see, now it has grown to be like this. You can always, if you want it to be on center, I prefer mine to be here, you can use the positions and make this to be center. So yeah, I think we're done with our text area, and I don't want to delve much more on this part because I can always the most interesting part is in JS. Okay, so now let us decorate. I almost say design. Okay, let us work on our counters. So our counters have their own okay, let me copy this. Let us style our counters. It's a class, I guess. Let me double check if it's a class. Oh yes, it is a class. Okay, our counters, let us display them to be flex. Yes, they are now flexible. Flex direction, it is correct. Yeah, Is it a column? No, it should be a row. I'm so sorry, I should have left it. And then let us have some padding here. Padding of padding of 20 pixel, and left right 25 pixel. There you go. See, now we have to, and some margin. Let us give it some margin of 20 pixel also. There you go. So it can be bigger and bigger. Let us decorate our span, guys. We have a span create head here. Okay, let me close this. My span. Okay, now I decided. Okay, let me make my span to be font weight to be bold. I want it to be bold, and text decoration transformation to be uppercase. There you go. As you can see, 10 and 100 looking a bit different. Let me have a font size of 100 pixel. Let us see it. Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's so big that it's not bearable. Let us make it 55. See, still it's too big. Let us make it 25. Let us see. There you go. I think 25 it is. I hope you can see. Yeah, 25 it is. Okay, now I'm done with this. I want them to look perfectly like a proper. Okay, let us target the counters and their div. Copy this and paste. There must be a space in between them. Okay, there you have it. Let me say div literal because I made him look. Okay, maybe let me use a position. Let me see how does it. Okay, that's separate, but let me use a position. Think position. Okay, let me see. Okay, it can count like this. Yes. Okay, now this is the perfect one. I want it to look like this. Hope you can see. Now this is perfect. I don't know if, yeah, let us change the color of our span and let us make it red and see how does it look like. Okay, because it will be changing right here. Right, if you see, this is a responsive, a very responsive, this is a responsive web or app. Okay, so I think it's fine now. So let me switch this off. There you go. So we are here. Let us see what we created. Okay, we have an ID called and a text area. We're going to need our text area. Let us copy this, and it is an ID. You have to be careful and ensure that. So we need our text area. So let me just paste because the name will be the same. It's a text area element. So document dot query selector. Let us just pick this one. This query selector, and then it's an ID, so we're going to need an hashtag. Let us paste what we just created. So exactly as we wanted. What we're going to need next, we are going to need our total, which is an ID of a total. Copy this and then go back. So it's a total characters. So let us name it like that. Let's say total characters element. Document query selector, which is this one. Okay, before, and it is called, it's an ID called total. So we can just copy and paste it, guys, but let me just be a good person and type everything. Okay, so we're going to need an ID called remain, because this is where we're going to change our characters. Copy this one and go back and say what is the name. It's a remaining characters. So we're going to say remaining, okay, almost, characters element, document, no, it's not, query selector. Oh my gosh, misspelling. Okay, it's here. It's also an ID, so it's an ID and it is called remaining. Where's my paste? Okay, remaining. Okay, now we are done, guys, with fetching what the resources we're going to need. So we now want something to happen whenever we type something here on the text area. So we're going to need our text area to be the one who listen whenever we type something. So we're going to say text area. Let us copy this element, the element that we just fetched from the HTML, which is this one. We want to add an event listener, and this event listener is key up. Whenever we key up or we enter something, it should create a function that will do the following. So what is the function that you want here? Okay, so let us create a function. We'll call it here. Let us create a function called character updaters. Character updater, because okay, we want this function to take place. So let us go and create that function called character updater. It should return nothing actually. So in this function we want our text, everything that is written about text area, to be the one that is counting inside this total area. So we're going to say text area element. Oh no, not the text area. We want to say total is total characters, which is the one, total characters dot inner text. So we want the total characters inner text, so we want this to change to be equal to our text area element dot value dot length. We just want a length, not a value actually. Dot length. Okay, it's error typing it for me. Let me, okay, why it's typing for me. I want to write a value here, a value. So let us control and save here. Okay, I think it's working fine. Let us check. Okay, it's not working. Oh, okay, it's working. There you go. Don't know why it's so lazy. So it's working, guys. So the total characters.inner text, which is the name of this, I want it to be equal to whatever character we type here. It should count the value length. That is why whenever I type here, it's keep on giving me the number of characters I've entered. So it's working fine. Now we want the maximum length which we're given here to be subscribed whenever we enter those characters. It should show us the character numbers we have entered, and it should subscribe, which means it should show us the remaining one. To know that we have to subtract these from here. So how we're going to do that, we're going to say these remaining characters dot inner text. So we're going to say remaining characters element dot inner text will be equal to text error element dot get attribute. So if you can go back, we gave it here, say a maximum length of 100. So we want this attribute, which is 100. That's why you're going to say copy and then go back here. Go back. We want this element, which is 100. Let us paste it here. So we want the text error get maximum length, which is this one, to be subtract. We want to minus the text error. Okay, let me just copy this. I hope I make some sense. Let's copy this because oh my gosh, this laptop is okay, and paste it here. So we want this 100, which is the maximum length we both did together, to be subscribed to this one. That is why we're doing this. Okay, let us control and save it. Let us see if it's working. So did I save? Okay, now it's opening, guys. Let us see if it's working. Okay, let us type. Oh, why it's not? Okay, I see why. I forgot to say dot inner text, which is where you tell it where to write those numbers. Okay, let us see if it's working. There you go, it is working perfectly fine. Okay, let us now upgrade this app, guys. It's working exactly how we want it to have to work. So it's counting every character. Let us keep on typing until we reach and see if it's going to work. Let us keep on typing. See, it's not continuing because we gave it a maximum length of 100. So total characters are now 100. It cannot continue. This is how perfectly we did our projects. Okay, let us now upgrade this project, guys. Let us say now you are asked by the student to create a program that will calculate do you remember in school when you are given like a task, or okay, let me say an essay that say summarize this essay with not more than 100 words. Do you remember that? Now we want to create a project that will work to our benefit here. So we're going to create a project that will count word by word. Whenever I type here, it should not give me a 5 until I give it a space. Now it should count 1 because it's a word now. So how can we do that? Let us make a function. We'll work on this one. We won't create a new project. So let us just create a function that will do exactly that. Let's create a function called a word counter. Words counter. Okay, in this function should return a string. So let us give it like that. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay, let us say it should return a string that will split. Okay, the reason I'm writing a split and then this, okay, let me explain this, guys. I think, okay, firstly let us try. Okay, let me explain here. So the reason I'm putting a split method, it's because I want it to separate whenever there is a space here, a space. This is why I gave a little with an empty space, is because a word is made by showing that there's a space and then it's count. Now it's a word. Let me try to console this so it can make some sense. I know where did I go wrong. It's a string which, oh, I want it to return a length. So sorry about that. Just control and save. Okay, now I don't even know why I'm restarting this. Okay, 4. As you can see, it is giving me a 4 because I asked it to give me a length. There you go, 1 2 3 4. So it is working perfectly fine. I want it to give me, let me say, my job is so tiring, that's why I'm sick. We just want to recompose. Okay, oh shit, I didn't put. Okay, let me put this and some letteries. Okay, now I think it's going to work fine. Let us refresh this. So I'm now working on with a different browser, guys, because that's one uncaught. Okay, let me see why it's not caught. Uncaught, why it's uncaught. Okay, it's a wrong, I gave it a wrong. Okay, now it's going to cut it. Is it words counter? Yes, it should match this. I'm calling this one. Okay, now it should work. I'm sorry about all of that, guys, but this is how. So it's giving me 9. Let us see if it is true. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is perfectly fine. So let us just close this and go back to our, let me minimize this. Okay, so we know now we have a function that will give us exactly what we want. So what we're going to do, we're gonna, let us just control save. We're going to call this function here because we want it to take the characters within the text area. So we're going to call, okay, even if I don't, okay, what is happening? Saving home.js. Okay, stop saving it, bruh. Let me call word a word counter here. So I'm calling it because that is where I want it to take all the characters we count. That is why I wanted it to return a string. So word counter now should be let us text error dot value. I won't put land because I did specify the land here. So I'll say now word counter should be text area element dot value. Okay, let us save and come here and refresh this. Let us see if it's going to make us. Okay, it is working. I almost got confused by this because we didn't change it, but you see, as I put another one, now it's 1, there are 2. If I put a space, now it's showing me that it's about to count the dead one. If I put a space, it's counting. So it's working perfectly fine. So let us also ensure that it's changed whenever the word is specified. So text error dot get trouble, it should say minus now minus word value. So let me just copy this and paste it there. Let us just copy and paste here. Control S, which is save. Let us restart. Let us see if it's working. Hi, now it's working perfectly. My name is Bule Zulu. See, minus, exactly, it's working fine. So this is how you literally do your project. I think I'll stop from here, and you can change it. It's no longer characters, it's now words. So we can go back to our project, which is here, and say now remaining, instead of characters we say remaining words, because we have upgraded our project. And okay, no, remaining, I almost did this something. So it's going to be remaining, but this remaining words, because we have upgraded, and then it's total words. Control S and then come here and refresh it. Now total words, remaining words, and your project is now working fine. To say hi, my name is Bule. So as you can see, Zulu, as you can see, I have written 6 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's working perfectly fine.